Screen Queen Reviews. My name is Alana, and I just finished watching the new season, Orange is the New Black, episode 6, State of the Uterus. So I really enjoyed this episode. We got to see the build-up between C Block and D Block, everything that's pending. We finally got to meet Barbara. I was very disappointed, y'all. Like, she is letting Daddy run the whole show, and Daddy is apparently running this whole thing into the ground, making it seem like she's in control of it. I saw her try to take advantage with the whole little, when they shit in the laundry room thing. She's trying, but it's about to hit the fan, and she's trying to blame it on C Block, so we don't know how this is going to really pan out. Pretty much Daddy has everyone in the prison on Oxy, and now she's about to lose her connections. Well, she's lost her connection because Baldy, no surprise there, it's Baldy who's smuggling the drugs in for her, and now she's ruined it with this whole cheese thing that she did with the rats, trying to get these jobs for D Block. But it's just way too much. But I get it. I understand you want to get the good jobs. Y'all are tired of cleaning up everywhere and only getting 12 cents an hour. Why are they giving them only 12 cents an hour for doing all the janitor work and everything in the prison? Meanwhile, the kitchen, they're getting $2 an hour from what Gloria mentioned. So I was a little confused, but I get it. But it's just all about to backfire, because the more important thing in this whole situation was basically the Oxy. And that's how she's been getting her upper hand and staying safe in the prison. And now she's about to lose all that. So I want to see what happened. But you know what? Everything's crashing down around her. And now she has Daya to lift her up and make her feel like the strong, beautiful woman that she is. I don't know what this is going to turn into, because Daya made that little joke. And I was like, oh, okay. So you a lesbian now. So you really about to do what happens in prison, stays in prison thing, and be with Daddy. We'll see how that goes, because I think that blonde girl is not having it. She's not having it. I did enjoy seeing Daddy's background, seeing how she was in there and everything. But now, yeah, you got rid of the first one when this guy did it. But the fact that you continue doing business with him, we know how this is going to go down. He seems shady already and paying her off for getting rid of the problem. So those type of people probably only create more problems for you. Duh. Why would you continue to still do business with him with your whole little pimp, high-paid escort thing you had going for you? And she had swag. She was smooth. I seen her, and she getting all the girls. You know who she reminded me of? She reminded me of Alex. Like, she's a more flashier, obvious Alex. So Alex was getting these girls, hustling to make them mules, and meanwhile she's just drugging them up to pimp them out to high-end clients. So they're very, very similar. I wonder if they'll speak on that or something in the future. That might be a cool conversation to see if we find out that they both know about each other's backgrounds. We find out that, well, Lorna is getting comfortable with telling people she's pregnant so she can get the perks. Okay, I don't blame you. And plus, anything to get you out of Blanca's face, because she clearly did not care about what you were saying. So go ahead and go elsewhere with what you want to discuss and tell your little secret to the world. Gloria is going through menopause. I'm glad her and Sophia are back again, which we knew they were on the right track already before the season. But I'm just glad to see scenes with them both together, and just to see Sophia more often anyway. I'm just glad she's out and she's not in SHU, even though she had some crazy stories about how she dealt with boredom in there. She said she watched a lady watch a spider for 40 minutes. How bored do you have to be? I thought that was so hilarious. I literally laughed out loud in that moment. Loose Check. Loose Check is really starting to give me that whole, if you don't help solve the problem, you're contributing to the problem. And I hate that. So Loose Check is head of rec now. And he had a conversation with the other guard, the black guy. I didn't catch his, I don't think they said his name. I don't know if he's really in here like that. But anyway, he got a promotion. So now Loose Check is head of rec. And he had the conversation comparing the fantasy inmate game that they're playing to a slave auction. And I get the similarities. I definitely get it. And the reason why it relates to a slave auction is because they are manipulating the freaking game. Other than that, y'all wouldn't think it's anything different than NFL fantasy football. Loose Check made a comment saying there are good people on both sides, like to try to do away with the situation and accept the wrong of what they're doing. And technically, Loose Check, you are the good person on the other side, but I'm tired of seeing you in this role of being the good person on the other side. Just do the right thing. Speaking of Loose Check, he is actually trying to find someone to audition to be on the radio show that they do. Because I guess the girl who was doing it that they were showing earlier in the season, she faked suicide or faked death, so they had to send her to SHU. So now they need someone else to run the radio show. So I was excited to see in the health line, Maritza's friend. That's so sad because everyone does it. Loose Check did it to her too, saying Maritza was hotter than her and she even sounds sexier than her and stuff. And I'm sitting here doing it to her too. But anyway, that's the only way I remember her name. Well, remember who she is as Maritza's friend. And clearly she misses Maritza, but I'm glad that in the health line, her and Cindy kind of had that joking moment, and it was hilarious. They had everybody in the line laughing, talking about, you know, they're down below and how no one's taming it and it's just growing in weird directions, and good luck, doctor, for finding your way in, see what's going on with me. So I like that they created this radio show and they got the job. So it's going to be called Max Flavor. So I'm excited to hear Max Flavor in this next upcoming episodes, and hopefully this all works out. Aleda finally went to go see her kids now that she's been out, and her kids are not happy with her at all. They're not happy where they are. They're angry with her. They're not happy with the way they were even treated before they went to the foster home. So they're just cussing, fighting, speaking their mind. The 12-year-old is with her boyfriend after school. The other little one, she's walking around mopey and sad, and they stink and their clothes are dirty. The lady has some random man sleeping on her couch, a crying baby, and her other 2 kids and a daughter. So it's just too many people in the house. And she's not even keeping the house up or anything. Did y'all see the dirty Puerto Rican flag in the corner? It's like, goodness. If you're not even taking care of the things that are probably important to you, because usually if someone has like a flag banner up or something in their house, it's either like framed or it's definitely clean, because other than that, it's disrespectful. So you could just see where they're living right now, and everything just seemed dingy and dusty where they were. But anyway, her kids, I don't care how grown you are or how bad of a parent I am or anything like that. Yeah, Aleda should have slapped the mess out of them, but she probably feels like she has to take it right now because she's trying to get a place and establish herself so she can have them back and get her family. But the daughter knows that Daya gave her child to porn stash mom or whatever, talking about how can I get in on that. Aleda, these are your children. This is how you raised them, so now you got to deal with it. And because C Block has lost their jobs in the kitchen, they're looking for payback, and Baddison was in charge of it. Carol ain't putting up with Baddison shit, you guys. And I'm so happy to see it because Baddison is so irritating, and she expects everyone to laugh at her little corny jokes and all the little annoying things that she does. Now she's forcing people to shit in laundry rooms for payback. And no, this is way more serious than that. So I don't understand why you're going so small scale thinking you're handling problems because you're used to these little pranks and just being annoying. And that stuff ain't gonna work when you're trying to get stuff done. So we'll see what happens with that. I feel like Carol's just gonna have to handle this herself because Baddison ain't built for this. She's so annoying. But that was so hilarious that they basically shit on Piper's pillow because Piper cannot shit on command. She was smooth for that little lie though. She tried though, but no, you still about to get this right on your pillow. Oh, and Alex was not helping. Like she's just telling her to deal with it. So I guess they're gonna deal, and apparently they're gonna get married and start planning the wedding, and Piper wants to get married there. So we'll see how that goes. But it's cute. I think they're cute together. But I just like Alex. We also have Tasty. So I was happy to see that Tasty went not guilty. I kind of understand what the lawyer was saying to her, but still, where is your fight? You have to do what's right despite of what you think will win. So I'm glad that Tacey decided to fight. I just hope this doesn't make another disappointment like we usually get disappointed in real life with these cases, and that Black Lives Matter can really help her. I see that they're making waves. They got Linda petrified over there trying to talk to Figueroa, and Figueroa just don't care. So I think all this is about to blow up in Linda's face because, like she said, even though Figueroa is right, you cannot bring up Caputo and not bring up the fact that he left you in prison and did not come get you after all this was over. But at least she would have had someone more so to work with that actually genuinely cared about resolving the problem and finding a solution, even though I guess his tactics aren't necessarily beneficial to the MCC. We did not see Maria all episode. I want to see what happened to her and who did it and why. I mean, I'm sure we probably know why with all things going on with her. Even though we didn't get to see Maria, we did get to see Red, and I understand how Red is angry. I'm glad Piper didn't hold in that she snitched necessarily and tried to explain it, and Alex kind of backed her on it, but Red is right. I'm glad that they went ahead and put Red in Gen Pop now. So we get to see what's going to fall from that whole thing. We find that she did get 10 years, and now she thinks that Blanca said something for why she didn't get more time. But you can't be mad at someone for getting more time. Blanca is right. And we still don't know what they're going to be doing with Blanca because, remember, they found that file saying that the FBI would be interested in this or whatever. And no one, again, has brought up the situation of the fact that they have let him go and he died outside of that room. You all are still human beings. You can testify to this. Hello. No one was in the room. He walked out alive. So everything that happened in there, yeah, y'all can put charges on us for that. That's fair, I guess, in the sense. But the death of him, no one's questioning or saying anything about that. So I just don't know why it hasn't come up yet. That part so far in the season is completely stupid to me. We still need to see what happened to Pennsatucky, so hopefully they bring her up next episode too. But I'm excited to see what goes on upcoming because now they're really developing this feud, and I just want to see what goes down. Old Buddy is going to win Fantasy Inmate by a landslide because now the two heads of everything about to go crazy and handle everything on their own. So we will see. This is Screen Queen Reviews. Again, my name is Alana. You can find me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Screen Queen Reviews. Thank you all for listening, and please subscribe below.